Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host and Pearl Day, and the one and only Master Propaganda. Off here to a 2v2 on Aere Perennius. Yes, indeed, the most perennial of maps. In the west stands Dirkradix and Janko, fighting here for the German army, the Deutsches Afrika Korps, the 16th Panzer Division in all its strength. Tasked with seizing the city back here from the Allied forces with a combined British-American task force under Focus and actually Demolition Hammer and someone else there. Yeah, it's a bit weird there with how things are named up there. One of them is Spanky of CoH3 fame, but I'm not entirely sure which one it is. So either way though, we got Demolition Hammer, FAQ versus Dirkradix and Janko. Well, Uncleslam here and Focus, depending on perspective. Gets a bit confused when some players keep changing the names. Anyways, we got a double Deutsches Afrika Korps versus British Americans. There is a combined force of the 3rd Infantry Division and the 8th Infantry Division. As always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast. I'll have to keep making all these videos on a daily basis, so big hearty thanks there. Other people can join the ranks by Patreon themselves would help me out immensely. Links in the description. I'll let you know, comment, like, share, subscribe, and a big thanks to those people who keep doing it. Helps out a lot as well there, you know. So, scouts out there, sorry about that. Just so humid at the moment. It's giving me not so much great sleep and is causing me to slip out a bit. So, my apologies. But we got double Panzer Grenadiers here for Dirkradix. Panzer Pioneer Norfolk's backed up by the CoH3. Subset with the Sten Guns Mark II. We got the Vickers heavy machine gun. Then we got a 250 half-track here from Dirkradix, the Leichtschützenpanzerwagen, typically part of a Panzer Division's Panzeraufklärungsabteilung, where they were technically meant to support the armored cars with the infantry inside of those half-tracks, but typically they just serve as another armored Panzer Grenadier element. We also got a half-track out here for Janko. And of course, now remember, just got a here. Apologies. In the southeast, first shots fired. Panzer Pioneer here being assailed by Rival Squad coming racing down here the hillside there at the Panzer Pioneer. Kar 90K's firing off. Panzer's flying up here. We've got a Weasel out here from Focus, which of course tells us he has gone for Spec Ops. In the center there, scouts going there for Focus on the fuel point here up north. We've got Uncleslam here on the fuel point here. 250 traffic with the Panzer Pioneer bike being pushed off. You can see there that Janko's getting a bit scattered in the south here. Dirkradix, Leichtschützenpanzerwagen moves up over to Janko. Panzer Pioneer inside the Leichtschützenpanzerwagen. Scouts force withdraw here. Up north, British forces making steady progress. We've got a fast pair of boys and tank rifles here for Uncleslam to counter the 250 half-track, obviously. Very good at that. And obviously a bit of a headache for the Deutsches Afrika Korps when the 250 half-tracks can get so hard counted easily. In the south, Panzer Grenadiers moving about here. Routes going forwards, others have to move up here instead. I think that's a smart move. Instead of running into like a bunch of boys, chaps, or just any dug-in position, utilize the speed and mobility of the mechanized infantry to outmaneuver the allies here in the early game. 2 thumbs up to Janko here. No battle group yet chosen for him. Rival Squad flanking in here. We got moving about here. Aere Perennius definitely can lead to some very interesting engagement in times due to the way the entire map flows. Like, there's so many strange paths and stairways that, like, sometimes, like, there's so many surprising movements that can happen. Grenade off there, 250 tractor with a massively damaged engine. Gonna go down here. Good destructed unit there for the Allies in the early game. Bit of a blow there to Janko and Deutschland here. In the south, second 250 crafting force to the Panzer Pioneer inside. Boys, anti-tank rifles setting up here. And certainly versus double DAK, having a lot of boys anti-tank rifles is a pretty good investment, as you can definitely expect a lot of light vehicles to come out of them. Janko there with more Panzer Grenadier. Could of course also consider for this map, for example, Guastatore. Or some Assault Grenadiers in particular I think could be an excellent choice there personally. There we go, another 250 up here down here, so that's 2 half-tracks down, which would basically be a squad's worth of half-tracks there, since each half of the squad ride in this separate half-track. Fun fact, north here, Panzer Pioneer being assailed. Heavy fighting here by the parking lot here. British infantry there being scorched by the Panzer Pioneer and the advancing Panzer Grenadiers here. German forces are fighting hard here. We can see there, Uncleslam still got some forces up north, but the heavy fighting is clearly here. As German forces are converging here, Panzer swinging forwards, and there you go, we got a full route here from Uncleslam, leaving just Focus who's now sending troops to the front line. That is a big tactical win here for the Germans. Of course, there's this bit up north, but theoretically the Germans could just flank around here, leaving Uncleslam's forces isolated and even grab the Vickers, which would certainly be a big win there. Over to Uncleslam. Was gone for Indian artillery. No big surprise, it is by far the best British battle group, in particular in team games, thanks to its mix of very good infantry abilities and good infantry, plus of course a good selection of artillery call-ins and artillery support, makes for a very, very good battle group, in particular in team games. Panzergrenadiers around the scouts here. North here, troops getting ready. Got a platoon command post up with Uncleslam. As for focus, the headquarters is largely all that is there. Flak down there trying to flank out, but Uncleslam was ready for such German shenanigans. But now we got Janko moving from south side with the Panzergrenadiers, Carnot TKs at the ready. We got focus moving up to assist as well here, flanking the Vickers here. Very good push here by Janko. One part got pushed back. If he's got grenades, that would obviously be excellent here for Janko. Looks like the answer to that, though, is 9. He does not have any Handgranate. And is forced, I think, to withdraw here in the face of the Vickers now being set up here. Gurkhas being made ready here for Uncleslam and the British forces. In the centre, Panzer Peony withdrawing. In the south here, though, we got continued advancing here from Dirkradix with this Panzergrenadier. And we got the Thompson upgrade here for Uncleslam, an interesting choice here. Not bad. Oh, he cancelled for the Bren gun as well. I do like the Thompsons, but the Bren gun is just a raw better in many respects. Obviously not better than the Thompsons up close, but you know, if you don't have to get close, you know, that's going to be very good for a lot of players. But anyways, grenades being chucked at the pineapple grenades here. Quite a bit of damage here to Dirkradix. Mines going off here, blowing up British advancing forces, very good. We got an ambulance out here for Dirkradix, and we got here some leichte Infanteriegeschütz, Flak feeling here meanwhile for Janko. Certainly things are, well, remaining quite fierce and frantic. Up north here, German forces advance. We got Schützenmine here for Janko. Thumbs up. Or Janko, I guess. Depending on how he wants it pronounced. Got there the infantry support sent up here for focus. Not a big surprise that he's either the best of the battle groups there. We got more Gurkhas out here for Uncleslam. And I think it's safe to assume that's going to be equipped with more Bren-like machine guns. Got big fight up here by the Northwest Plaza, the West Plaza here. Barge Squad being surrounded by German infantry. Janko just swarms upon him. Over to focus here. Panzer about to get wiped out. That was certainly about the Americans a bit here and the Allies in general. But there you go. Flak feeling to the rescue there with its Flak 38 mounted on the back. Ripping into the rifleman there. Chances of getting wiped there are not impossibly small there. But not quite enough. The also, of course, got special operations. But so far, besides that one Weasel, which, well, got de-weaseled, there's not really much else out of here of the focus as of yet. We do get strafing runs now, so might be planning a fast whiz-bang here. Up north here, rifle being seized. South side here, leichte Infanteriegeschütz setting up here. Rifleman taking nice hit from leichte Infanteriegeschütz. There you go, massive strafe here. Panthers, and the Flak feeling goes down. Slip there by Janko. And Lang here, focus to score a pretty big hit there. In the south here, Punch being held back by the Gurkhas, backed up by scouts, forming up a strong position, which is going to be difficult to attack head-on there for the German Panzergrenadiers. Center seeing fresh fighting here with Uncleslam to bring up his Vickers now. Got more artillery firing down here. And what is this? We got a ambulance as well for Janko, and we got a leichte Infanteriegeschütz seen from him as well there. So a fair amount of artillery being brought forward to the front line now by the Germans. More leichte Infanteriegeschütz. Guns being pushed back. We got by the veteran squad upgrade here for Dirkradix. Thumbs up. Panzers being engaged. Ambulance falling back here. Leichte Infanteriegeschütz at the ready. Got those Gurkhas advancing. Leichte Infanteriegeschütz firing at them. Panzer Pioneer reinforcing healing. Panzer as well there. And we also got a mortar after the Dirkradix, so that's a lot of artillery got there, by the way. And of course, you factor in the other line for the gun there. That's a fair amount of artillery support here for the German infantry, which could make it difficult for the Allied forces to do whatever they seek to achieve. Now we got grenade assaults. In the center, fresh move there past the burned out Flak feeling. Up north here, Panzer Pioneer like to shoot some Panzer back and strike an isolated rifle squad. I told you we should have gone with the others, but no, you wanted to look for treasure. Right, going forward, we got the BA up here for focus, and let's pop over to Dirkradix, who is going for armored support. He's going here for fairly early salvage kits. And we got here what looks to be Bredas there on Janko's men, so that means he's going for Italian combined arms here. Like 10 Panzer cruiser into top, we got a Flak feeling out here for Dirkradix. Steelhand Granada being locked with the rifle. We see a full retreat here from focus from the western field point. In the south, rifling force, we got a big Panzer going to counterattack here from Dirkradix. And of course, we got a lot of artillery support here from the Germans. Flak feeling continues to move forwards here. Unleashing hell there. Back at the Allied base, we do get a shootout here for Uncleslam. As for focus, not much there as of yet. No further sign of tech, like the attack depot at this point, I would suspect. Like 10 Panzer cruise close to the front line. It's going to be a bit difficult, I think, at the moment for the Allies to successfully set up a defensive position, because as soon as it's spotted by the Germans, they're going to start hammering it with artillery. North here, Panzer forces a mix of MG-34s and the Breda Modello 30, which was an Italian-like machine gun and one of the worst of the war, due to it being not particularly reliable, in particular around sand. Pushing the south here, Stuart backed up with the sappers, Panzer's holding up here, Black 10 Panzer more rain down death here, doing some light damage here. Do you have any grenades for Dirkradix? The answer to that, of course, is a resounding 9, meaning you can't snare up the Stuart here with a Hafterladung. Meanwhile, British force from forces with a plethora of Boys anti-tank rifles, which was not in itself a particularly good anti-tank rifle, and in most cases, the troops equipped with it would particularly seek to just discard and replace with anything better. Particularly the airborne, who got the airborne version, were especially keen on doing that, because the airborne version was just a worse, much worse anti-tank rifle. Up here, Vickers being flanked here with the 250 after the Panzer Pioneer. Nice flank again, being great use of the somewhat labyrinthine map design here to sneak around his opponents. Up north, rifling forwards here, Panzer being pushed back here. A lot of engagements here, a lot of fighting across several points. Stuart, though, catching the half-track here. That's going to go down. The Panzer Pioneer avoid destruction. The south here, the assault continues as well there, so a lot of engagement. Several light tanks now out here for the British. Over to Janko. Just got a Pak 38 out. At this point, unless he's planning to tag up fast, he might also want to get out a Semovent to help push back against some of these Stuarts. North here, Panzer versus Ralph squad here. Bas versus Bredas and maybe an MG-34. I got the MG-34 as well there. Forcing with Rapner successfully. In the south here, that is where things are really heating up here. We got 2 Stuart light tanks, we got countless Gurkhas, we got anti-tank section C, and we got a lot of Dirkradix force there focusing down. We got a Pak 30 being hauled forward as well here. Gurkhas pushing forwards here through a cover of smoke. Artillery fire raining into the advancing British forces flank as well here. Half just going to be rushing straight into this. This is bad. We got the Flak filling up another Pak 38 here. 250 half tanks about to explode here due to the anti-tank rifle fire. Can he get out? The Flak filling drive straight into it. A fearless, but also somewhat desperate move here by Dirkradix, I think, indicating how dangerous the situation is here. Almost got a section here, but looks like due to the sheer excitement and tension. No, they must have able to get it. No, gets away. Gurkhas falls back here. A bloody assault. Meanwhile, in the center, though, Focus taking advantage of the heavy folks in the south to push up through the center, messing up with the German suppliers. Do get grenades here, amongst other things. Fighting, though, is absolutely fierce. Going for the southern victory point. We got 368 versus 440. We got the Stuarts moving forwards again. Pak 38 still getting ready here. There we go. Good shot from the Panzer Arbeiterkanone 8 und 30. Smoke deployed there by Uncleslam's Stuart light tank there with the survival package. American soldiers got western field point. We got the northern victory point hands of focus here as well. Reinforcement healing there. In the sand here. Successful counterattack there forced the Americans off the field point. Back at the German bases. No sign any further take yet here for either Janko or Dirkradix. Though they are getting, I think, within range of being able to achieve a bit of tech. We also got fuel caches here on that fuel point being planned up here, providing, of course, both British and American there with more fuel. And enter tanks only for focus. No sign of further tech, neither from Uncleslam as of yet. It is over to Uncleslam.
Our strategic point is being overrun.
Bam, there's the Panzergrenadiere. To the far ring down there, we got the Vickers as the Panzergrenadiere. Stuart's being forward supporting the American infantry. Good coordination, I think, here between Uncleslam and focus. Until the Stuarts just keep moving one direction, the riflemen in another direction. Alright guys, we got British tank support. Wait, where are they going? We're over here! Goddamn limeys. Anyway, Stuart's pushing up through the sendings to the Panzergrenadiere here. Quick grenade here. Further up north here, ponting seats for the Panzergrenadiers. Ralph Squad Scouts, Captain falling back. Looks to be Dirkradix here with the Panzer Army Commando. Very good. And somebody here for Janko as well. Thumbs up to that too. Smoke being deployed here in his support and advance in the centre. Up north here, though, massive British infantry advancing. Janko is just too scattered. More crucially, lacks just more firepower to like really hold this. I mean, for this, he really, I think, needs a tank or something else here to really withstand just the sheer numbers here that Uncleslam is bringing to bear. M1's being brought up here, artillery firing down the positions. South side, German forces are making some progress. Got mines here from Dirkradix. And there you go, Pack 38's firing out the Stuart light tank. One's about to go down, I think. Here, might see some grenades. Smoke being deployed. Half to Lightning's here, and there you go. One stood down. Oh, one got away there. Very lucky there, I think, for Uncleslam. That was definitely a bit of a reckless push. Meanwhile, rifle pushing through here. Small side alley to the main bridge. Could get grenaded here, or just hit by a lot of artillery. There we go. Artillery is exactly what's happened here. Two focusers men as they push through the narrow confines here. Airburst shell selected there for Uncleslam. M1's being hauled forwards. Pack 38 in deep sauerkraut here. We got the flak filling John in. We got artillery called in. And the Pack 38 crew gets cleared out here. As focus keeps pushing forward, see Uncleslam there. Meanwhile, moves up here from the north towards the centre, heading the German supplies, and making off with a light infantry gun. Thumbs up to Uncleslam. Over to focus. Let's go on for the whiz-bang now. No commander swim, at least not yet. There we go, the German strafe here catches all of Uncleslam's, most of Uncleslam's men there on the stairs. Forcing a pretty much mass retreat here. German situation is definitely looking pretty pressured. We got 426 within 14. The Allies are pushing further and further ahead here. We got the whiz-bang on the move. Stuart moving forward here for Uncleslam still. I think no... Has it tacked up further beyond that now? Yeah, we got the company command post up, so we might see something a bit heavier than the Stuart now. Pack 38, half to Lightning's here on the Stuart. Cuts here, go down here, and we got a strafing on the south here, catching German force and almost taking up. Yes, the ambulance goes down. Fighting remains just all over the place. It's quite hectic and a bit tricky to keep track of, to be honest. Vickers there in some deep trouble here. We got the West Bank firing on the centre there, unleashing a torrent of deadly rockets. Vickers pushed back in the centre south here, troop repositioning. Ground back points here, artillery fire raining all over the place here. Whiz bang, mercifully for the Germans, sake, ends up not doing too much damage. Another push here by focus. Any like sign of what the Germans could be planning here? Nothing as of yet. Meanwhile, we got a Crusader on the way there, but looks like... No, cancel these Crusader, I think they're from Uncleslam. Germans gets a victory points back, and there you go. More traffic spotted. The 2-1 anti-tankers was not expecting here. Focused to have them so forwards clearly. And the Pack 38 gets wrecked as well. They're a bit of a blow there. 2 Dirkradix and a good set of kills there for focus. Cam there being met with unrelenting firepower from the German army. Whiz-bang being hauled forwards. Artillery fire landing dangerously close here.
We're losing a fuel point.
And no armor yet here, cut cancel, and instead he's setting up a howitzer here
Enemy down to
on one of the two major hills here of the city of. And we got a Panzer fleet out for Dirkradix now. Panzers are finally arriving here to support the 16th Panzer Division 2nd Panzer fleet ready as well here. Panzer being assailed here, line for guns in trouble there. More Panzers moving in here. And I feel like some assault goes early would have done it great here, but oh well. Have Steel Hand Grenade here, right into the mix of the Americans. Grenades being chucked back at the Germans. Panzer fleet moving up, supporting here the Panzer Grenadier quite well. Down to 4 men. 3. South side of field being grabbed again, but a big push here by Focus to halt that. Over to Dirkradix. Going for another ambush, got the whiz-bang added again. Ripping into the German Panzer Grenadiers, nicely bunched up. And up north here, looks like Uncleslam might be in trouble. He's looking quite aggressive now. We got a large force here. A Panzer III supported by countless Panzer squad flanking up behind them. This could actually be dangerous here for Uncleslam. If he sticks around for too long, this could result in some wipes here, which would of course be amazing here for Janko. And there you go. Now we got a full rout here as Uncleslam realizes the severity and gravity of the situation here. Looks like he will avoid wipes. But we got artillery fire trying to, like, dissuade Janko there from sticking around that position. But by now it's going to be a bit of a waste of a barrage here. More artillery fire in the center. In the south, though, heavy fire near for the victory point here, and we see a rout squad push back. Others withdrawing a bit here. Realize the situation is not going to look great. And there you go, straight to the double anti-tanks. The Panther III could go down. We got strafing guns here, but not enough to save the Panther III here. Unfortunate for Janko. Didn't get the anti-tank guns either with the strafe there. Baker's ground in the center. Germans, with or without the Panzerkampfwagens, are starting to make a bit more of an impact on the map. More mortar afters there for Dirkradix. Whiz-bang hanging back here. And back at Uncleslam's base. No signs of additional armor. And nothing further here for Focus as of yet either. Got 229 versus 409. Fresh push in the center here by the Panzer Grenadier. Smoke deployed, artillery fire rain down here. Sappers in some pretty deep sapper-related troubles. And more Panzers moving forwards here. Smoke deployed in large waves here. Very good. South here, Panzer was the rout squad here. Panzer III could move forwards here, but I'm guessing Dirkradix is concerned about something. And over to Janko. Just called in some Panzerjägers now, actually. Feels a bit late here. So it's an interesting choice to go for Panzerjägers at this point. Could have gone for like assault grenadiers instead. Which I feel like might have been a bit more useful here for Janko at this stage of the game, but of course I could be wrong. Big Gurkha push here in the center. Ace Panzer Grenadiers here, 6-man. Machine guns are being ruthlessly pushed back here by Uncleslam and his Gurkhas, and of course anti-tank sections. The artillery fire is being deployed here a bit. Panther III strain to mine suffers immense engine damage. Guessing Focus has been laying down anti-tank mines then. That would explain that damage. Yeah, heavy engine damage. That's only something you get from anti-tank mines. So that means that Focus has researched anti-tank mines and is actually laying them down. There we go. Troops, though, being met with the supreme firepower getting suppressive artillery fire. We got a tank on the second met with the Flak feeling. Just all around fighting here. We got the whiz-bang moving up. More mines here from Focus. 2 thumbs up. North side are being seized. We got the 6-pan M1s on the move there. Big rout there for Uncleslam. There goes Steel Hand Grenade, plus of course Focus fire here from the Panzer Grenadier. Successfully falls away the rifleman there. Do you have any minesweepers here for Dirkradix? It would appear down to that is a 9. And looks to be more actual arm on the way there for Uncleslam. Pushing straight towards that fuel point, looking to desperately get out the hands of the Germans, but it's not quite going the way. Gonna have to force back. Whiz-bang his way forward. Up north here, Panzer Pioneers has countless British and American forces here, and we got the Panzers just sort of wondering why they're there. Now we got the whiz-bang, unleashing a torrent of rocket-related death and injuries. end up hitting absolutely nothing. And now we do have a Matilda tank out here for Uncleslam, the Matilda 2. Panzer's moving forwards here. The Matilda 2 would be replaced by the Valentine tank, as while the Valentine tank wasn't quite nearly as armoured, it was easier to produce. It would also, ironically, see great extensive usage as a light tank in Soviet service. That is the Valentine tank. Fun fact. Got machine gun fire in the sappers, we've got smoke being deployed by the scouts, we've got artillery fire called in on the machine gun there. In the north, the Matilda pushing forwards here. My god! It's bringing out some machine pieces! Quick! Bring ours! Wait, no, I don't. Ah, scheiße. Matilda pushing forwards here. Ambulance in support. Flash Panther 3 here for Janko. Over to Uncleslam. Click properly.
Forward with haste. The enemy has only 250 points left.
And Dirkradix there has yet to call in another Panzerkampfwagen. From up north here, the Matilda continues backed up by a throng of heavily equipped infantry here. The Panzerjägers probably at this point realizing they are way out of their depth with Matilda on the field there. Fritz, I don't think this is gonna work at all. I think that thing is a bit too heavily armored for these Panzerbüchse. There you go. After blown up, only 2 men survived the impact there from Matilda's 2-pounder gun. Shot being fired, we got a bit of tear gas round. We got tank in the section up, threatening the Panther 3 there. And there's just not a lot of support here for the Panther 3 at the moment. Janko, well, I think needs to, like, you know, dispatch a lot of forces to deal with this particular menace. Of course, right here, though, Uncleslam spreads out his forces, theoretically making it easy, I think, for him to move in and, like, clutch some stuff. We've got a strafing around here. Oh, it's a loiter on the 105 Sherman. Focus actually went for 105 on the Sherman? Ah. I was not expecting that. Not that it's bad as such. I mean, the Veterans 1X is a bit faster, but kind of affected Hellcats, regular Shermans here, another whiz-bang. That is an interesting choice here by Focus. There we go, down and goes. We've got a straight run here. Catching the British forces in another shower of hot firepower there from above. Luftwaffe is definitely busy now. In the south, the American forces moving forwards here, right into German lines here. Flak feeling Panther 3s flying away, the 6-pounder guns responding, or M1s. And what is this? We got another Panzer 3 out here. It's a Flam Panzer 3 here for Dirkradix. A Flam Panzer 3 at this stage is an interesting pick there by Dirkradix. I would honestly expect it, you know, maybe he's going to try and go for a Tiger tank or something like that. In the center of the fresh push here by Janko. Uncleslam's lines there breaking under the mechanized assault here by the German forces. Up north here, Matilda with Sap and Vickers support. They're slightly mulling about. And the whiz-bangs being lined up here to counterattack, but it could actually caught it with the Panther 3 and get knocked out. There we go. Janko's going forward. Anti-tank grenades could also roll here. This is going to be the end here of Focus's whiz-bang. This bang, this last whiz. Panther 3, there's in a bit of a tough spot. Anti-tanks moving up, they got snared up here. Almost got it. One more grenade here. Men being dropped. Like sacks of potatoes down a flight of stairs. Anti-tanks being cleared out here. Panther 3's acting forwards. There you go. Flam Panzer moving in here. This is a huge blow to Focus. Panther 3 gets knocked out. Whiz-bang is still alive, though. It's still alive. It's corner, though. They could actually knock it out here with a snare or something, or grab an anti-tank gun. Panther 3 moving up. They're trying to light it on fire. That is ambitious. Matilda's arrived here. What is he doing? Okay, we got a Panther 3 up here for Dirkradix. Over to Focus, who just lost his whiz-bang. He's called in another one there, but he's actually suffered fairly heavily now. He's lost his anti-tank guns. He's lost his 105 Sherman. He's lost his whiz-bang. But that said, Uncleslam is still a menacing opponent. In fact, he's brought in a second Matilda. And I think at that point, that's really going to require the Germans to bring up something with a bit more firepower. One option, of course, could be the Flak 36. Another one would be tacking up for something like, I don't know, Panther 4s, Stugs, or even a Tiger. Panzer, they're being hit by heavy artillery fire here from the howitzer, which had kind of forgotten existed, and I'm not surprised if Uncleslam did as well. Panzer going to squat there, snuffed out of existence. Practically deleted. Pack 38 there bounces off the Matilda's frontal armor. Panzer IV and Flam Panzer IV need repairs.
Acknowledged. Recon is standing by.
Got 305, 210 here. Germans have managed, I think, to fairly stabilize now. But that said, they also far from out of the danger zone. The only difference is now the British also in a bit more, and the Americans on a bit more spot of bother. Over here to Dirkradix.
only 250 points remaining.
Panzer III moving forwards. Don't see the Flam Panzer III too often, despite that being fairly solid.
Territory is isolated.
Flam Panzer IV, of course, was one of many flamethrower tanks the Germans operate. There's also one based off the French Sharp B tank, which is his service on the Eastern Front, amongst other things. And I've been doing Operation Market Garden. I'm letting you fire. And there you go, second Whispering Granite hammering here the positions of Janko there with unrunning fire. We got straight runs here on the tank hunter section. In the south, Matilda there is going for the Flam Panzer IV here, catching a Dirkradix to extend it. Damn its engine. Good kill here for the British. More troops being forced, Panzer IV firing to the advancing British American forces here as the hills get stained with the signs of warfare. Two ace Panzer squad as the advancing riflemen. So much firepower. Now we got a straight front here from the Americans, catching the Panzers out in the open. Can they get out in the time here? No, they cannot. Caught and routed. In the center, fresh push forward here for tank on sections. Panzer III nearby. Janko getting ready for a counterattack across the bridge here. North side has largely been forgotten by now, as the fighting centers around the center and the south at a much more unrelenting pace. Matilda's moving forwards here. Tank and section about. We got howitzer fire, we got airburst shells, we got so much stuff just exploding at this point. Matilda's here, of course, being a problem, and Dirkradix is living pushed back as he just, I think in part he's just trying to like bait them into, like, you know, the loiters. If you could coordinate that with the Alpine, that'd be great here. But they're getting slammed there with rounds, punching through the roof there, which is definitely not as heavily armored. Penetrating up as well here. If you can get rid of at least one of the Matildas, that would obviously be quite big here for Dirkradix, and not so big here for Focus. And there you go. Uncleslam, I mean, lost his Matilda as it got slammed by the Luftwaffe. So that leaves him just one Matilda. The Uncleslam's bringing up more Matildas. Whispering there being spotted. Janko there, heavy fighting on the north side here. Panzer spotted in the Panzer III hits another heavy anti-tank mine again. Very good mining there by Focus. 2 thumbs up. Center there being pulverized with rockets. South Matilda rolling forwards. 170-5. Rather trying to push it, only get met with a flak feeling. Looks like someone got wiped there by the bridge. And it is over here to Janko.
They're falling behind. We must push back.
Dirkradix actually go for it. Nope. Nope, always sign of any of the two players here going for reserves and, like, you know, planning perhaps something a bit bigger than Panzer III's. Unless he's researching it now. He's not. Meanwhile, assaulted for the center continues. British machine guns being brought through the heavy fog of smoke up north. Panzer IV there, desperately trying to go away there. Instead, we might like see the Panzer Puna getting wiped out as well here, as the Matilda moves in and knocks it out. Quite a blow there to Janko again. Got 158 to 305. Anti-tanks nearby. Whiz-bangs. Center continues to be an absolute abattoir here, as the Matilda's being forced. Got the flak feeling and desperately firing into them. Panzer's in deep trouble. Line for guns firing away. Mortars joining in. But overall, it is a unrelenting allied push here. And of course, having expended his loiter, they can't really, I think, put an end to that easily. Artillery fire, Panzer's moving up here. Gurkhas on the move. Looks like we might see a flank around here, maybe crew the anti-tank and turn into the side here of the British forces. Matildas keep pushing forward here for the castle ruins. German forces are looking increasingly pressured as the Allies pour through every gap, every crack here, every crevice. Strafing around here on the British American force in the center here, ripping through tanks and infantry alike. Meanwhile, the other Matilda keeps moving forward. We've got a Flak 36 here, out for Dirkradix. bold move considering, like, you know, one has an artillery, meaning I theoretically could get, like, very easily hard countered. So that's a... On the hand, I understand it. Like, it's very good as the Matildas, but at the same time, the British forces with Indian artillery just have all the counters to it. Plus, there's the whiz-bang, so... It's definitely a bit of a high-stakes gamble there if you can, like, you know, get out a ton like any barrage with a Flak 36. If you can, obviously, not too big of a deal, but if you can, it's going to be a massive resource loss there. Over to Uncleslam. Less than 100 points left for the Germans. More Matildas, got mortar fire there. Panzer come firing forwards here. And there you go, Flak feeding fire there, slamming into the side of the Matilda, doing absolutely bugger all before getting lit up here like a Christmas tree after Christmas. Flak 36 being towed up again.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Matilda almost down there for Uncleslam.
Points left. Don't let up now.
Artillery fire there at the expected Flak position.
The enemy has our victory.
Mines being laid down here. That's expected. Flak 36 turning its mighty 88mm gun around here. Entering throughout the orbital blades to get to safety. I was going to have a hard time getting the Flak 36 to safety because as soon as that gun's position is revealed, it will become a priority target here for like every piece of allied artillery. Like for example, you know, the whiz-bang. Of course, the massive gun shield should help somewhat, but even that gun shield can only withstand so much. Looks like it does manage to survive. He needs to get the orbital blitz up. They also need to repair the orbital blitz itself. Up north, the Matilda's moving forwards here, and we got another whiz-bang out here for focus.
Stand by, soldiers. Orders received.
And we got a Flak 36 now out for the other German player as well. There, Janko with his own Fliegerabwehrkanone. That's going to be some pretty heavy Flak action. Not without its risks, but of course if it does pay off, it's going to pay off for sure. That said, the Allies do have a lot of artillery, which is where things are going to get a bit tough here for the Flak guns. Will require, I think, some very good response time, see in case like anything remotely artillery like happens around those Flaks. You just need to like immediately haul them to safety. All blitz are being fixed up, very good. Pushing the center, we've got 268 versus 72. And there you go, Flak opening up the Matilda 2 there. Another great shot here. Uncleslam is getting slammed here. And I don't think he's quite realised what's going on. We've got a grenade off as well here. Flak 36 could take out the Matilda. We got smoke deployed, but it may not be enough to get to safety here before the Flak 36. There we go. Knocks it out. Good kill. In the centre, more Matilda moving forwards with British forces. Smoke being deployed here, which might ironically help out the tanks there. Heavy fire here as the Americans try to flank here for the South Castle ruins here into the city proper. Artillery fire on the Flak 36 here. Matilda's in the centre there. Good shot there. Up north here, German forces are pushing through here as they focus into the center. The north is now very open. Artillery fire missing the Flak 36. They were firing at it. Machine gun in the center about to get knocked out entirely. Matilda's up here. Coming with the Flak 36 a bit further forwards here. Machine gun cleared out. Ace Panzer moving forward here through the absolute desolate landscape here. And we got a whiz-bang here, ripping into the Panzer Grenadiers. Panther 3 moving out there. In the south, the big spawns being grabbed as the Germans now pour everything to the center. They forget about the south in return. Oh dear. 254 versus 71. We got the Flak 30 moving up towards the center. Up north, the German forces have claimed it, but they could do some reinforcement healing. Flak 36, I think, repositioning here. Other one getting hammered there by the whiz-bang again.
We're losing a victory.
Trying to grab the Vickers under British and American noses. A bold heist there, I think, by Dirkradix, and unsurprisingly results in the total loss there. North here, quick counterattack here, backed up by the Flak 36. And there you go, artillery fire on all the bunch up support weapons here. In the south, counterattack for the Southern Victory Point. We got 254 versus 61. And up north here, Flak 36 is getting hit with countless pieces of artillery, airbursts and direct shells there. It is a very messy situation here for the Germans and the 16th Panzer Division here. Grenades off. Gerade being pushed back über the Panzerkampfwagen 3, Ausführung L.
Point under enemy control.
North here, German contact going through here, pushing back the Allied forces. We've got a section moving up here. Reinforcing the Flak 36 close to the front line. Matilda's moving up, whiz-bang moving up here. And there you go, Artillery found the machine gun position there by the north side. And another Flak 36 here out of Janko. That is 2 Flak 36s from here and 1 from Dirkradix for a total of... Oh, I forgot focus, sorry about that, but it was a Dirkradix. Got caught in the action, but, you know, 3 Flak 36s in total. That's a lot of flak. Brandner catching the Flak 30 here. It's looking pretty bad here for Janko. Over Blitz, they're blown out. The Flak crew stag out in the open. We got Whizbang here, catching all the Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, this is looking horrible for Janko. They got the Flak 36 firing out the Whizbang there on the hill. But in the end, though, both Flak's been abandoned. All the Blitzes have been rendered into scrap. Pushing back the British force in the south. We'll try and launch a flank attack up through here. And we got more houses up here in the hill. Pushing through the center beam. Got emplacements up here from Focus. Machine gun wiped out here as Uncleslam moves up with the rifle grenades and a lot of guns. And we got loiters on the south, center east here. 32 versus 220. Germans got all 3 victory points. Riflemen got 1 Flak 36. And now they're firing at the Stukas. The Stukas under fire. They're hitting their own Flak 36. They're crewing them. This match. Flak cleared out there. Riflemen grabbing the center victory point. The 32 is 203 here. British Flak trying to catch the German Stukas there. It's only a bit of an awkward position, try and catch up with them. Meanwhile, in the center, we got Dirkradix there with a massive infantry push here. Smoke being deployed. Massive American push. We got the whiz-bang firing into all these bunched up Panzer Grenadiers, highlighting a bit the floor here in Dirkradix approach here. He still doesn't have grenades. Not could use them. Flak 36 up here. Wait, did he also go for another Flak 36? No, it's just the only already had. Grenades, explosions. Like, the center's just been rendered... Like, you know, you figure at this point, this thing would just collapse entirely, honestly. Up north here, fighting for the Flak 36 is happening here between the British and the Germans and the Americans there as well. Got 32 and 86, Flak on fire here, all Blitz, desperate trying to get to sink to safety, Panther Fleet moving up. Got 32 and 86. We got a fighting position up here now for Focus and HMG1. And there goes 6 pounding up in the Panther Fleet, pushing it back. Flak 36 responding here with heavy fire. Up north here, big push. We got strafing runs called in here. Flak 36s, Panther Fleets. Machine gun cleared up. Matilda's rolling forwards here, right to the Flak 36 here. Great shot there on the Matilda. The assault continues. 24 on 86. Almost got one of the Matildas here. Almost got it. Almost. Uncleslam is, well, getting slammed. Over to Janko.
We are losing the lead.
24's on 85. We got a Sherman out here for Focus now. Grabbing the northern point. 250 rolling in here. Straight into a 6-pounder gun. Pushing with assault grenadiers. Allied lines are being disassembled. Sort of. Half-tick goes down with the assault grenadiers out here under heavy fire. Is this a comeback for the Germans? Have the DAK managed to persevere in this otherwise very unhospitable terrain for, like, German troops? Grenades in the advancing troops! Oh, God im Himmel! More trooping hot forwards. Assault gunners have got to get wiped out here, I think. Pushed off the center. Panther Fleet loading forwards. We've got Tank Hunter section Gurkha slightly holding up things here. Massive push here with the Americans. 24's under 59. Artillery fire here. Oh God, people! Janko remains firmly dug in by the north side. There you go. More artillery fire here. Flak 36 stands his ground. Countless orbital blitzers acting as logistical support here. Another whiz-bang barrage. Right force back. Flak 36 wiped. Up north here, push forwards by Uncleslam. But it is being well slammed down here. Pushing on the center, we've got 24s on 33. Artillery firing down here up north, and attempt to flank in here. Gurkhas getting in the flank of the machine gun position. We've got the Panther nearby. And what is this? We got the Matildas lumbering forwards more for Uncleslam. Center, the Americans are breaking through here. The Flak get wrecked though. It might have. I don't know. It's so hard to keep track of everything. It's just been so many Flak guns this match so far. But I think the Flak got destroyed there. I think it got destroyed. 100 points left here for the Allies. Germans with 24. Panzer pushing forwards. We got the Matildas ripping into them. Panther moving forward to the Matildas. Close to getting a wiped here. Nothing further here for the Germans as of yet. Matilda's taking south. There's no Flak guns to hold it. It's just a truck. It's just a truck. Otto, I don't think we can hold this. I think we have to leave. More Matildas there for Uncleslam up north. Their Panther Thieves, Panzer Sporting Force got Sildo called in here. And the entire assault is called off. Assault goes in the center, undercover smoke. Got 24 versus 80 in the south. The Matildas rolling forwards. Oh dear, the Oberblitz. A tragic fate. Never stood a chance. Meanwhile, mass assault here in the center. Panther 3 being hauled to safety. Flak 36 machine covering North Point here. Whiz-bangs delivering their payloads. Strafing rounds in the center. The Luftwaffe continues to intervene. In the south now, we got the Matildas going for deep flank, going right up here to Dirkradix flank here. Very good by Uncleslam over to him, by the way. 70 versus 24. Up north there. Gurkhas being pinned down as they try to grab the point. In the center, units are being exploded liberally. In the south, the Matildas are absolutely just causing immense havoc here. The German southern flank is being ripped apart as if those made out of cardboard. North here, Crusaders being rushed forwards. Flak 36 there though. Landing the hits and the machine being cleared out there. No, he can't shoot. The terrain is not good. Ah! Got the machine gun, but the Crusader goes down. Panzer goes in the center there. It's an absolute storm of chaos. Going for northern victory point, recruiting the machine gun. We got 68 versus 19. What is this? It's another Panther 3 there.
Commander.
Troops being rushed out there in a weak condition. Light infantry gun is about to get hosed as well. Artillery called in the MD-34 here on the hill. Flak 36 remains in position. Whiz-bangs and Shermans advancing up here. We got an ambulance sort of kind of forgotten there by Dirkradix. 60 versus 19. 60 versus 17. Assault guns being 40 for Dirkradix. Making the move in that southern victory point. Matildas, though, are easily within range to provide support here. At this point, they're going to need a strafe a loiter there to have any chance of getting that point here, I think, with those Matildas about. And I don't think Dirkradix has the munitions for that. We got 7 points left. 4. 1, and that is it. GG. Holy smokes, this match. You know, it's not a popular map with players, and I don't blame them, but, you know, from a caster perspective, it really gets you some explosive matches from time to time. I do think the Germans would have benefited a bit more from, like, you know, some assault grenadiers earlier on. Like, again, I think this map would have been great for assault grenadiers in, like, larger numbers. And there's certainly also an argument here that, for example, Janko could have maybe, like, made some use of the Simaventa here and there, like, you know, a bit earlier on to, like, push back against some of the lighter vehicles. Tough to say there. But I do think they would have benefited, at least if one of them had gone for, like, Armoured Reserve, start, like, maybe pushing for some Stugs or Panther 4, or even, like, a Tiger. Or even like going for those Flaks sooner. They definitely did a lot better than I figured they would have, considering like all the artillery, but I think that you did a surprisingly good job there, so probably could consider them sooner as well. But either way though, really great match. Intense fighting across so many points here, and of course well played by the Allies too. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. Consider supporting the Propagandacast by donating our pledge on Patreon. Links in the description. And this is Imperial King. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye everyone.